Good morning, Hoshi ji.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Amalur ji.
Good morning, sir. Hoshi ji, Ashi ji.
Good morning, sir.
This will last, Hoshi ji, about 45 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's hope it doesn't extend. So, Amalur ji, how are you?
Fine, sir. Keeping good.
In Coimbatore or somewhere else just now?
I'm in Coimbatore only, sir.
Okay.
Coimbatore climate is nice.
Nice and hot.
No, it's neither hot nor cold. Very pleasant, they say. And
Just a moment. Good morning, Hegde Saab. We have representatives from Canara Bank.
Sir.
Good morning, Purnima ji. Ms. Kamath.
Purnima ji, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Aditi ji. So, Hegde Saab, where are you joining from?
I'm joining from Bombay.
From your residence?
Yeah, from my residence. Yeah.
From your residence, right. Has it stopped raining or does it continue to rain?
It is raining little bit. It's a cloudy bit, sir.
Okay. Yes, I suppose another week or 10 days. And that will be the end of it for the year. Morning, Malhotra sir. Morning, Malhotra sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. कैसे हैं?
So far, so good.
सर ऐसा ही होना चाहिए.
Good morning, sir. Malhotra ji.
Amla ji, how are you?
Very fine, sir.
All well?
Everything is well.
Malhotra sir, it was very strange that in the newspapers yesterday they said that this kind of rain in Delhi is nothing out of the ordinary. But 3 days, the extent it rained, I have not seen anything like it.
But I think last
July
year
and
भी
August
ऐसा
it
ही था.
wasn't this much.
ये मेरे ख्याल last year भी ऐसा ही.
Oh, is that so?
I mean, monsoon season to go. Yes, I think it was similar. But yes, now government is saying there is nothing abnormal about it because they also are aware about the climate change.
Yes.
So probably they themselves know that they cannot, give a correct prediction. And that's why आपने देखा होगा मानसून के स्टार्ट में भी मानसून आ रहा है अभी डिले हो गया है. एवरी डे देयर वाज अ चेंज. और जिस दिन उन्होंने कहा बरसात नहीं आएगी अब 3 दिन उस दिन बरसात आ गई थी.
Morning, Namaste ji.
Sir, good morning. Good morning, Loganathan ji. Good morning, Malhotra sir.
अरुण जी नमस्कार. नमस्कार अरुण जी.
Arun ji, good morning.
Morning, Loganathan ji. Still 5 minutes. other shareholder.
So what is the drill, Hoshiji? We are scheduled to commence at 11, but in case, I mean, if not everybody joins before then, do we wait for a little while or commence proceedings nonetheless?
We can wait for about 10-15 minutes till the quorum is there.
If there is no quorum, sir, we'll have to wait. Otherwise, we can start.
Okay.
Komal is there.
No, Narendra Gupta is a shareholder today also.
This is
So we have Divyanshi ji from NSE, somebody from Canara Bank, and
Good morning.
good morning, Divyanshi ji.
From LIC. So, I think Ms. Fancy from LIC.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah.
Oh, good morning, Manasi ji. I didn't realize you were from LIC. All right. So we are awaiting from the directors, Venkat ji.
He has joined, sir.
He has? Oh yes.
Venkat ji, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning,
Morning,
Venkat ji.
Good morning, sir. Very good
Venkat
morning,
ji.
sir.
Good morning.
Morning, sir. Very good morning, sir.
I especially like your backdrop because it's so green. You feel like it feels like you're having a wonderful time, and we are all stuck in our respective, offices or residences or wherever. Good
I'm
morning,
having good
Hemant
time
ji.
because
Nice to see you.
Hello, sir.
You're on mute. Dr. Adalkar, you're on mute, sir.
Good morning, Sachin ji.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Good morning, everyone.
One person is required. Quorum nahi hai. No, NSE, Canada, LIC, and Avinash. 4 are there. Komal is not our member. May I know who is Komal representing?
Komal ji, if you can hear us.
Komal representation. Star Agri is there.
And Mr. Tandon as well.
Sir, we have the quorum. We can begin the meetings.
I think there's still a minute left, so
Yeah, okay.
as per my watch, so let's wait for another minute. Adhere to all the rules and guidelines and protocols. So we know who Komalji is representing?
No, sir.
No, sir, not.
Komalji,
Komal, can you please?
Or maybe she's on mute. I don't know.
She's on mute, sir. Narendra Thakur.
Komal is Punjab National.
Narendra.
PN.
Chaliye, it's 11 o'clock by my watch, so if you all agree, we can commence proceedings.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right?
yes, sir.
Okay, so formally, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ashish Bahuguna, the chairman of the board and more importantly, a public interest director of NCDEX. In accordance with Article 98 of the Articles of Association of the Exchange, being the chairman of the board, with your permission, I shall occupy the chair and conduct the proceedings of the AGM. So, do I have your permission to proceed? Right. Thank you. Thank you for that. So I extend a very warm welcome to all of you, all the members, directors, auditors, and other dignitaries to the AGM. Due to the ongoing pandemic, the AGM is being held through video conferencing in line with the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. The notice and the annual report for the financial year 21-22 were emailed to the members of the exchange on September the 2nd, as per regulatory requirements. The proceedings of this meeting would be recorded and would be made available on the website to the exchange. I now take your permission to introduce the directors present in the AGM. As required, the chairman of the audit committee, Mr. Venkat Chalsani, the chairman of the nomination and remuneration committee, Mr. Amalor Pavanathanji.
Good morning, all.
And the chairman of the stakeholders relationship committee, Mr. Prem Kumar Malhotra ji.
Good morning, everyone.
Are present at the meeting. We also have with us Mr. Hemant Adarkar, who is the chairman of the technology subcommittee of the exchange. And I do not see anybody else, any other director present. And that's probably because they are busy with other, their other preoccupations. Right. Right. I think we have sufficient members or their authorized representatives present in the AGM so as to constitute a quorum. So I would request members one by one to kindly introduce themselves and the organizations they represent. Could we start with, who should we start with? The representative of Canara Bank, because I think you were the first to log in.
Good morning, everyone. This is Shubham from Canara Bank, and I'm attending the meeting from our Mumbai office.
Thank you very much, Shubhamji. Now, one by one, please take the lead, any of you.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. This is Ganesh from Build India Capital Advisors, attending the AGM through teleconference from Chennai.
Hi, good morning. This is Divyanshi from NSC. I am attending the meeting from the office.
Thank you, Divyanshi ji.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Vivek, attending the AGM on behalf of IFCO from the corporate office at Delhi.
Good morning. Good morning. We couldn't quite catch your name because there was double talk. Could you repeat your name, please?
I'm Vivek M. Tandon.
Vivek ji, welcome. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Hello, good morning. This is Mansi Kamath from LIC. I'm attending from our central office, Mumbai.
Thank you, Mansi ji.
Good morning. This is Parita from Oman India Joint Investment Fund. I'm attending the AGM as the authorized representative for OJIP from Mumbai office.
Thank you, Parita ji.
Good morning, everyone. This is Narendra Chakran. I'm attending the meeting on behalf of Punjab National Bank from our corporate office, Delhi.
Thank you, Narendra ji.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kunal Varadia, and I am representing Star Agri.
Thank you, Kunal ji.
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Please carry on.
Manish, yes. Manish Marodia from NSC.
Good morning, Manish ji.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Anupriya. I'm attending the AGM on behalf of InvestCorp from our office here in Mumbai.
Good morning, and welcome. Is there anybody else?
Morning, sir. Avinash here from NCDEX office in Kanjurmarg.
Good morning, Avinashi. I think let me now request the auditors, first of all, the statutory auditors to introduce themselves, and thereafter the secretarial auditors, please.
Sir, Sachin Negandhi from KSIR and Company, the statutory auditors of NCDEX.
Good morning, Sachinji, and thank you. Yes.
Sir, secretarial auditors will be joining soon, sir.
I see. All right. Okay. So we can we can wait till then. Of course, besides those who have introduced themselves, we have the entire management team. Arunji, could you lead the way and introduce yourselves, all of you present in the boardroom?
Good noon. This is Arun Raste, the Managing Director and CEO of the exchange. Along with me, we have the secretarial team, Ms. Koshi, Sarika from Finance, Rahul, Aditi and Bhanupriya from the secretarial team. And Chatur Rungta has joined online, our CFO.
Right. Thank you, Arunji, and the entire team of NCDEX.
The secretarial auditor has joined, sir. If we can request Omkar, can you please introduce yourself?
Please.
Omkar, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello. Sorry, actually, I was not able to hear. Hello, everyone. Good morning. This is Omkar Dindorkar, appearing on behalf of Makaran Joshi and Company, attending this meeting from my office, Mumbai.
Thank you. Thank you, Omkarji. So now, as per my watch, it's well past 11. And since we have achieved the necessary quorum, I declare this AGM open. All the statutory registers as required under the Companies Act 2013, the statutory auditor's report and the secretarial audit report are available for inspection. Okay, the members may recall that SEBI, via its letter dated May 23rd, 2019, directed the exchange to freeze voting rights and restrict entitlement to any other corporate benefits, including dividend over and above 5% of the paid-up capital of the exchange of two members. That is IFCO and Oman India Joint Investment Fund, till compliance with the SEC regulations 2018 for a period of 9 months from May 5, 2019. Thereafter, SEBI, via various letters, extended the timelines for compliance with the shareholding requirements as per SEC Regulation 2018 till December 31st, 2022 for both OIJIF and IFCO. Accordingly, in order to give effect to the said SEBI direction, the exchange will conduct voting at the AGM through poll. The exchange has appointed U. Hegde and Associates, practicing company secretaries, as the scrutinizer to conduct the polling process. In terms of Article 105 of the Articles of Association of the exchange, the chairman of the meeting is required to appoint two scrutinizers to scrutinize the votes cast in the poll and to submit the report thereon. Of the two scrutinizers appointed under this article, one has to be a member, not being an officer or employee of the company. One has to be a member present at the meeting, provided that such a member is available and willing to be so appointed. So in order to ensure two scrutinizers for the poll process, I request, sorry about that. I request one of the members present to give their consent to act as a scrutinizer along with you, Hegde and Associates. Any one of the members present here may kindly give his or her consent for the same now. So if I do not see any volunteers, so since none of the members have agreed to act as a scrutinizer, the report of scrutinizer will be signed by Messrs. U. Hegde and Associates only, and the same shall be noted in the minutes of the meeting. Okay. May I take it that with the permission of the members, may I take the notice of the AGM as read? Right. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, a short speech from my side. I mean, though, of course, all of you are very well versed with the working of the exchange and the present circumstances it finds itself in. But a formal and a very warm welcome to all of you to this 19th AGM of your company. The annual report for the year ended 31st March 2022, along with the director's report and the audited financials of the company have already been circulated to you and would be taken up for consideration shortly as per the items listed in the agenda of the AGM. As you all know, the exchange not only came out unscathed from the impact of the pandemic in the first half of the year, but also posted an excellent growth in operations during the year under review. The average daily turnover value increased 47% from the previous year to rupees 1,857 crores in 21-22. This is higher than the pre-pandemic year, that is financial year 20, at rupees 1,794 crores. The exchange maintained its leadership position in the agricultural derivatives segment with a 6% gain in market share to 80% during the year. The rise in ADTV is backed by a strong increase in the monthly open interest, valued at rupees 3,554 crores, which is 32% higher than the previous year. The open interest is seen as a barometer to gauge the quality and seriousness of market participants. More importantly, the growth in the turnover was achieved despite the suspension of top traded derivatives contracts such as soybean, refined soybean oil, soy meal, rapeseed, mustard, and chana, among others. Commodity markets across the globe experienced extreme volatility along with inflationary pressure as an aftermath of the pandemic and the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war. Agricultural commodities in particular derive their relevance from the standpoint of food security. The impact on the Indian economy was no different when compared to the rest of the world. However, what was different from the rest of the world were the measures that the government took. In a setback, and in fact, an extreme setback to the derivatives market ecosystem, especially agri-derivatives markets, some contracts were suspended in October, and a slew of contracts were suspended for trading for a year in the month of December last. These contracts constituted close to about 65% of the turnover of the exchange. With this background, where we lost our top performing contracts, I would add that our financial year 22 average daily turnover value could have been much higher had these contracts not been suspended. But I'm sure all of you are well aware of these the circumstances and how the ecosystem of the agri-derivatives market has been put under stress. Global economies have supported the development of derivatives during volatile times to provide the value chain cover against abrupt price fluctuations. In India, commodity derivatives are perceived to be one of the reasons for speculation leading to price volatility. This is just a perception, but this perception is very real. The exchange has witnessed periodical suspensions of 17 contracts, some of them suspended even thrice in the last 17 years. The recent suspensions, however, have been the single largest chunk so far. These suspensions will have a long-bearing impact on the confidence of the participants and is impacting our performance acutely in the current year. Our efforts to connect with the value chain or launch new contracts or launch the liquidity enhancement schemes in various contracts that have potential continue, however, in an unabated manner. Empowering farmers and the rural economy has been at the heart of NCDEX's core initiatives to complement the government efforts in doubling farmer income. The exchange's efforts have led to establishing new milestones of linking over 400 FPOs with a combined membership strength of over 1 million farmers during the year. The total volume of these FPOs in the derivatives segment has posted almost 100% rise as compared to last year, to cross the 100,000 ton mark during the year. Collectively, these FPOs have so far traded in 18 commodities, with a total delivery volume touching the 12,000 ton mark by the end of the year. Despite many headwinds, the exchange continued to enhance systems that enable market participants to connect to the exchange platform. As a significant development in this area, NCDEX migrated its live data center to Yota Infrastructure Solutions, Navi Mumbai, making the exchange the country's first and only exchange to operate from an uptime certified Tier 4 data center. The facility owned by Yota, located at Navi Mumbai, is the world's second largest Tier 4 certified data center. Tier 4 is the highest globally recognized certification for data centers and signifies the highest levels of reliability and resilience for completely fault-tolerant critical infrastructure to support operations. This was certainly an important milestone in building market infrastructures that are robust and professionally managed. Our group companies have also worked tirelessly in supporting the exchange and the market participants to conduct business smoothly. NCCL, that is the National Commodity Clearing Limited, seamlessly handled the physical delivery volume of over 472,259 tons of agri-commodities worth over rupees 2,700 crore. This is significantly higher than the physical delivery volume of over 400,000 tons worth over rupees 1,700 crores achieved a year ago. NCDEX E-Markets Limited, or NEML, too, continued to deliver growth. The company has earned a reputation for being the platform of choice for both central and state government agencies for dealing in agricultural commodities. This has helped NEML deliver strong growth in revenues and profitability. NEML has completed 2 years of operations in the intangible sector that is at the heart of the circular economy and an integral part of global focus on sustainable development goals. The company is on the path to becoming the leading e-marketplace in this space as well. For NERL, that is the National E-Repositories Limited, it was the 4th full year of operations after receiving the permanent certificate of registration from WDR. The 3rd year in the non-exchange or emerging business. The company added over 1,500 customers during the year to take the tally beyond 6,100 customers. Besides, the company has 42 pledgee banks, 2 CM pledges, 682 unique warehouses issuing e-NWRs and electronic non-negotiable warehouse receipts, and 92 repository participants across 14 states. NERL has issued over 83,000 e-NWRs for commodities in excess of 780,000 tons. A new milestone was achieved in the year as banks crossed rupees 2,000 crores finance against e-NWR since inception, indicating rising confidence among the banks about e-NWR's ecosystem, thus helping in achieving 39% in deposit growth in emerging business and 103% growth in pledge finance. With the government pushing banks to finance only against e-NWRs, the instrument will get further preference in the banking fraternity, and so is our hope. Our subsidiary, NCDEX Institute of Commodity Markets and Research, NICR, has been accredited as a training partner by the Agriculture Skill Council of India in the area of commodity derivatives markets and price risk management for farmers, FPOs, banks, financial institutions, educational institutions, governments, and supply chain participants. NICR has the potential to play a key role in skill building initiatives of the central and state governments in the agricultural marketing and modern marketing infrastructure. The NCDEX group has mirrored the resilience shown by the agricultural sector and emerged stronger around any crisis. Our continuous efforts to build understanding amongst policymakers to revoke the suspended contracts has been gaining traction and acceptance. As a parallel exercise, the exchange has also worked on efforts to boost the confidence of market participants, which will be crucial to revive suspended contracts once they are reinstated. I'd like to place on record the commendable efforts and commitment shown by the NCDEX management and its employees for putting, under the circumstances, what can be termed as an excellent show on all fronts during the year. Thank you, all of you, for supporting NCDEX and making it convenient to attend this meeting. Take care, because the pandemic is still not over. Take care and stay healthy and safe, all of you. Now, if all of you agree, can we now take up the items listed in the notice one by one? And I hope you have received all the poll papers sent on your registered email IDs. Members may note that the aforesaid MCA circulars also state that in case the counting of vote requires time, the said meeting can be adjourned and called later to declare the result. Hence, I request all the members or their authorized representatives to send their votes on the poll papers to the scrutinizer immediately after all the items listed in the notice have been taken up. This will enable the scrutinizer to declare results quickly and within the meeting itself, and will also enable us to complete the meeting without adjournment. And now take up the items listed in the notice as ordinary business. The first item in the agenda is regarding adoption of the audited financial statements of the exchange, both standalone and consolidated. The director's report and the auditor's report for the financial year ended March 31st, 2022. With your permission, may I take the audited standalone financial statements, audited consolidated financial statements, director's report and the auditor's report thereon as read? If so, members may please note that there are no qualifications or observations or comments in the auditor's report on the standalone or consolidated financial statements, or the secretarial audit report, or the corporate governance report. So members may wish to kindly accord their approval to the financial statements and the director's report, etc. If you all agree, may I take this as your approval and proceed?
Yes, please.
Yes.
If any of the shareholders, sorry, somebody was wanting to intervene. No, maybe I misheard. So, if any of the shareholders would seek, need any clarifications or would like to offer comments, they may do so, and those clarifications will be provided by the management if required. If no clarifications are sought or necessary, may I now put the resolution to vote as an ordinary resolution? Could I have a proposer, please?
Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you. I couldn't spot who it was, but I hope the management taken note. Right. Thank you very much. And could I have a seconder, please?
NSC seconds.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So members may kindly cast their vote on this resolution in the poll paper email on their registered email ID, please. Right? Okay. The next agenda item pertains to declaration of dividend for the financial year ended March 31st, 2022. The board of directors has recommended a dividend of 5%. That amounts to 50 paise per equity share on the equity shares of face value of rupees 10 each for the financial year 21-22. The record date for payment of dividend is September 26th, 2022. Members may recall that last year also a similar extent of dividend was paid out by the company. So I now put this resolution to vote as an ordinary resolution. So could I have a proposer, please? Come on, I need some volunteers.
InvestCorp can propose.
Thank you very much. And could I have a seconder, please, as well?
Ganesh.
Thank you. I think we have more than one, so lovely. So members may kindly cast their vote on this resolution as well in the poll paper email on the register email ID. Right? Thank you very much. Okay, the next item on the agenda is regarding the reappointment of Mr. Rakesh Kapoor as director. He's a shareholder director representing IFCO. Mr. Rakesh Kapoor, whose tenure has been the longest amongst the shareholder directors, is retiring at this AGM by rotation and being eligible has offered himself for reappointment subject to the approval of the SEBI and of course to your. So I now put this resolution to vote also as an ordinary resolution. So could I have a proposer, please?
Propose from NABARD.
Thank you very much. And a seconder, please.
Seconded by Star Agri.
Thank you. So I request all the members to kindly cast their vote on this resolution also in the paper emailed on the registered email ID. Right. Thank you. The next item on the agenda pertains to the appointment of Khandelwal Jain and Company Chartered Accountants as the statutory auditors of the exchange for a period of 5 years. As members are aware, KS Iyer and Company will be completing their tenure as statutory auditors for a consecutive period of 10 years at this 19th AGM. Accordingly, as per provisions of Section 139 of the Companies Act, the exchange is required to appoint a new statutory auditor. The audit committee and the board of the exchange at the meetings held on February 10th and February 11th respectively have approved the appointment of Khandelwal Jain and Company Chartered Accountants as statutory auditors of the exchange for a period of 5 years from the conclusion of this 19th AGM, subject to the approval of shareholders of the exchange at the 19th AGM. A brief profile of Khandelwal Jain and Company forms part of the explanatory statement annexed to the notice of the proposed remuneration to be paid to Khandelwal Jain and Company for the financial year 22-23 is rupees 19 lakhs plus GST at the applicable rates and out-of-pocket expenses on actual basis for audit, including standalone and consolidated financial statements, report on internal financial controls, and for limited review of standalone and consolidated financial results for each quarter as per the requirement of SEBI. For subsequent years, the board of directors will decide the remuneration in consultation with the statutory auditors. Khandelwal Jain and Company have consented to their appointment as statutory auditors and have confirmed that if appointed, their appointment will be within the prescribed limit under Section 141 of the Companies Act, and that they are not disqualified for such appointment. Considering the experience and expertise of Khandelwal Jain and Company and based on the recommendation of the audit committee and the board, the exchange seeks the approval of the shareholders to appoint Khandelwal Jain and Company Chartered Accountants as statutory auditors of the exchange for a period of 5 years from the conclusion of this 19th AGM at a remuneration as may be determined by the board of directors. And before that, I think we should also need to place on record the wonderful service that has been provided to the exchange by KS Iyer and Company. And we thank them so much for their services. So may I now put this resolution to vote as an ordinary resolution? So could I have a proposer and seconder, please?
This is proposed.
Thank you very much.
NSC seconds.
Thank you very much. So members may kindly cast their vote in the poll paper emailed on their respective email IDs on this item as well. Please email your filled in poll papers to Mr. Umashankar Hegde at the email address umashankar.hegde@gmail.com. Right? umashankar.hegde@gmail.com. And if you could do that at the earliest, we shall all be obliged. I'm repeating the email address once again, umashankar.hegde@gmail.com. umashankar hegde@gmail.com. We'll give a little time for this poll exercise to be completed. Do members feel that sufficient time has been given, or should we wait for a little more? I'm not sure whether that is arbiter on the side, or is it somebody trying to intervene? Okay, okay, so somebody has their mic unmuted without realizing it, so maybe, yeah. I would suspect that all members have completed polling. So may I now request the scrutinizer to count the votes cast by the members and declare the result?
So one second, sir. I think I have some problem with the connectivity in the mail. I'm just sending in a couple of minutes.
Sure. Okay, we'll wait for a little while, and
please wait for a little while.
Okay, we'll do that. What I would propose to do, if all of you agree, is that yes, the polling lines can be open, and in the meantime, since most of us are sitting around, especially those who've completed the polling, are sitting around basically waiting for the results to be declared. What I would now propose to do, if all of you agree, is to request Mr. Arun Raste, that is the MD of the exchange, to brief the shareholders on recent developments and so on and so forth. And as soon as each one of you complete the polling process, even intervene while Mr. Raste is speaking and let us know, so that then I can formally request the scrutinizer to start.
I confirm having sent it, sir. I confirm having sent it.
You send it. Excellent, excellent. So anybody else who hasn't sent it?
Sir, I'm yet to receive the poll paper. I'm in contact with Mr. Hegde on that.
Poll papers have been emailed.
Sir, I'm not yet received it.
No, they've been emailed in much earlier.
I just spoke to Mr. Hegde about it, sir. I think some issue is there.
All right. So you're the only one left out, is it?
Perhaps nobody else seems to be.
Okay. So what I would request, if you don't mind, can we have Mr. Raste brief the rest of us on the recent developments in the exchange?
Sure,
and
sir.
As soon as you receive the poll papers and complete polling, please interrupt Mr. Raste and let us know. All right.
Okay,
Would that be all right by you?
It's fine with me, sir.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your cooperation. So may I request Arunji, if you'd like to, just brief the rest of us regarding what has been happening and what you'd like to brief all the members about. Yeah?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So as the Chairman mentioned, we had a bout of suspensions in last year, in the month of October as well as December. Chairman also mentioned that we had seen 17 suspensions in 17 years, but this time the suspension had a real impact on the exchange. Our average daily turnover went down almost 1/4, from 2,000 plus crores a day to something like 400 or 500 crores a day. And it was a pretty tough time for us. But fortunately, there are some good things which have also happened. That suspension, post-suspension, from that 400, we have gone back to around half of what we did last year. So 1,200 crores, we have reached that level. So our business is coming back, not necessarily in the commodities which were suspended, but the newer commodities and some other commodities. That is one. Second is we did realize that these politically sensitive commodities will take time because we are not very sure whether we will get the suspended commodities back in December because of two reasons. One, we do have a couple of elections coming up, and we do have inflation concerns. So though led by Chairman himself, we have been trying to lobby with all the policymakers in Delhi to bring back the commodities. We will know only near the time that whether we will get the contracts back. But in the meantime, what the exchange has done is tried diversifying from the sensitive commodities to not so sensitive commodities, so that the political influence or the political interventions do not necessarily affect the exchange business. So the first thing which we did was we put a focus on a non-agri commodity, that is steel. I'm very happy to report that just last week, the first delivery in steel has taken place, about 500 metric tons of steel. The actual delivery has taken place. The steel contract was launched, and that is working now to the satisfaction of the market. I'm very happy to report that we'll be launching a new contract on 30th of this month. That's a coffee contract. Again, it is not a very sensitive commodity, but globally, if you see, there is only one other contract, that is ice. And on ice, it is the third largest contract globally. So after wheat and cocoa, coffee is the third largest contract on ice. And NCDEX is the second exchange globally to launch a coffee contract. This contract will be launched, this Robusta coffee, on 30th of this month. We have met with the industry participants as well as the stakeholders who are involved in the coffee chain, and all of them are supportive of this particular initiative that we have taken. The third thing which we realized, again, over the period of last 1 year is there are a lot of people who need to know a little more about the derivatives market, starting from the bureaucrats. So we have managed to get into some of the institutions like Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy, where we went and trained some of the bureaucrats, both at the fresh level as well as the senior bureaucrats. We also got some of our trainers go to NABARD in their staff college, as well as the recent one was State Bank of India. So the agricultural officers and risk officers of NABARD as well as State Bank of India, they got training on derivatives markets from the exchange officials. That is something which we have done very recently. I'm very happy to report that one of our subsidiaries, which Chairman mentioned, NERL, they have reported operating profit for the first time in the last quarter. That's a new thing for NERL, operating profit in the first quarter of this year. The last bit, we have been interacting with you about the NSE deal. There has been some development at the NSE. There has been a change of guard at NSE, and therefore there is some delay in the decision making at NSE. So we hope to get back to shareholders sometime in the next 1 month or so about that particular deal and how and where it is progressing or how it is progressing. That's all from us for the current period, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Arunji. Has the polling papers been sent?
I have received the paper, sir. I'm just sending it back.
Great. Excellent. No, take your time. Any other member wishes to seek any other clarification or make any comment is free to do so.
I have one question, sir. This is Anugrah here from InvestCorp. Just one question to the team. Is there any alternate fundraising plans that the company is envisaging? So NSE could take time. Is there a sort of a backup plan in terms of fundraising or anything on the anvil?
Right. Well, okay. Arunji, would you like to take that?
Yeah, sure.
Does the exchange have a plan B, a backup plan or basically how to raise resources and keep its operations not only going but growing?
Yeah. So exchange is already working on both the possibilities of the NSE deal going through, and in case if it doesn't go through, how do we raise funds? So internal discussions have taken place. The board has a committee which is capital raising committee. We have had already a meeting of that committee. It was discussed there. But we don't want to preempt at this juncture anything because if the NSE deal doesn't go through, then we'll have to go to plan B. But exchange is in preparation. In case if it doesn't go through, we will switch over to plan B. And the board will be taking a decision on this once we know from NSE. But as I mentioned, it will take something like 1.5 to 2 months at the minimum. So November board meeting, hopefully we should get some clarity on this.
Actually, also we need to tread a little bit carefully on this around this subject because it is a sensitive issue. So while the deal with NSE is still open, we don't want to be doing anything from our end that would go towards raising some kind of hackers on that side or raising some kind of misapprehensions. So we're playing it cool. But like you said, yes, we have been discussing this amongst ourselves. In the capital raising committee and within the management, and we have a few alternative ideas that would need to be worked on in case things don't go the way they have planned or the way that we currently envisage and hope that they'll go.
Sure, thank you.
Anything else? Or maybe one of the directors might wish to make any comment and brief the members about anything special that has been done in the committees that they have been in charge of. Especially Hemantji, you know the technology side of the exchange has been extremely robust. So maybe you might and lots of developments and lots of new challenges, of course, also being faced. So maybe you might like to brief the members about the new challenges as well as the new developments in the exchange.
Yes, I mean, one of the achievements is which I think Ashish ji briefly mentioned in his address that we are the first exchange, to have shifted to a professionally managed data center. So that is, I think, no other exchange has done that. People have been managing, and it's the IT infrastructure. People, don't really want to worry about ACs and power and all that, but which has been taken care by a professionally managed data center called Yota. Say the challenges are thanks to the lockdown and thanks to the work from home as well as the whole crypto bandwagon is that there are a lot of avenues for IT people, and opening up. So that is something which Arunji and Aditi are sort of fighting day in and day out because large number there is a sudden demand for IT professionals thanks to work from home, especially security and the crypto exchanges. So that is something which we all have to bear in mind that we have to do, the management is doing all it can to retain critical staff. Thanks.
Thank you, Hemantji.
Mr. Umashankar, have you received all and are we in a state of readiness for the results?
Yes, I have received all the poll papers from the members attending the meeting. And based on the poll paper received, I hereby declare that all the resolutions have been passed unanimously.
Right. Thank you very much. We must thank you, Hegde and company for their services during this AGM. And of course, the report of the scrutinizer will be made available by the exchange on our website. So let me formally end this meeting after, of course, having thanked all of you for having attended and participated. And together we hope and fervently hope and wish for the exchange to grow and meet the expectations of meet all our expectations. So thank you very much, all of you, for having attended. And I now formally declare the AGM closed. Thank you. And have a safe
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.